What is up, guys? It's Scott with Never Hedge back for another Clover Health update, and we started the day off pretty freaking hot, up to a high of $9.11, and then big time rejection into power hour here, and back down to a paltry $8.73. Unfortunately, let's take a look at the RSI come close of the day. Let's not have that line on there, folks. RSI at the close of the day is down to 32.05, so I would expect a rocket ship to go off tomorrow morning as this ended the day into that oversold category. As a result, the MACDs to end the day were looking not so hot here. Let's see, we got down, RSI got as low as 12, so definitely oversold, definitely manipulated here. It's crazy stuff going on for this one. So we're hopping over to Chart Exchange next, checking out the options for August 27th. Doing a little bit better than last week at those August 20th options. Currently have 30,000 in the money, 89,000 out of the money right now. Actually closer to 90,000 out of the money, but some of these are kind of dumb here. Like $10 calls, maybe I could see. I don't know about 18,000 psychos putting money down on $10 calls. Same for like $12. And then there's also 8,400 psychos out there putting $15 calls in. So that is not a hot strategy, not the best strategy in my book. But we'll see about these $8.50 calls. I could definitely see a world in which we close at $8.47 on Friday and make these expire worthless as well. I wouldn't put it past these fuckers. Hopping over to the naked short report next, so we can see the short volume for yesterday was down. So the short volume, at least the reported short volume, is has been dropping quite a bit here, down to only 29.8% and 4.69 million shares on the short side here. Let's see what we had for volume today. So volume was pretty solid today, 26.69 million shares traded. So we're going to need some of that volume to push this thing out of the $8 range moving forward, because low volume days this thing crashes. And let's shoot over to Fintel next. We're on the institutional buys section here, and we only had looks like this is not a new position here. Looks like they closed out 83% of their position, the SPAC Defiance Next Gen SPAC ETF. But over the last couple of days we did have some crazy huge buys coming in from XHS Healthcare Services ETF, picked up 250,000 shares. Morgan Stanley picked up 821,000. That is an extremely high vote of confidence from Morgan Stanley. Looks like the Jefferies Group threw in 25,000 call options here. So pretty wild stuff. There's a lot of whales out there who really think this is a good stock to own, and I would have to agree with them. All right, moving over to the short interest. So short interest days to cover is still fairly manageable for those shorts, down to 1.29 days to cover. Short interest percentage of the float, however, is astronomical. Anything over 20% is really freaking high, and this is at 27%. Days to cover, so we're probably not going to see a squeeze anytime soon on this, unfortunately, because anything under 6 is pretty easy to cover, and until we get this days to cover up to around the 9 or 10 days range, it'll be relatively easy for the shorts to cover their positions, but there is hope. Our short squeeze score is on the rise here, up to 80.25. That brings us to 299th out of 9178 here, so top 1 percentile for this. And the short shares availability is getting pretty crazy here, guys. So I mean, yesterday we were down to 0 and then up to 1.4 million. And then the last couple of days, we've been bouncing back and forth between the low 100,000s and 0. So they are messing around with this. And that short bar fee rate is starting to creep back up there, up to 3.86% on the bar fee rate there. Let's see if Ortex will cooperate. Still no. Let's see if we got any new FTDs here. Still nothing from after July 30th. So no more FTD data after that, unfortunately. And we do have a couple more things to get to. But first, we got a quick word from the sponsor, ethbets.org. Join ETH Bets Sportsbook today and receive a 50% welcome bonus up to $500. For all you crypto enthusiasts out there, they do accept all major cryptocurrencies as well as over 20 ERC and BSC-based tokens. They take SafeMoon, Doge, Shiba, Inu. They've got a full list here. And the good news is if you don't see your favorite token on the list, you can email them to see if they will accept your preferred ERC or BSC-based token. To set up an account, all you got to do is fill your email and your desired token for deposit. They will set up your account before you actually deposit. So once your deposit clears, you'll be good to go. Here's a shot of the back end. I do have one bet going through today. We have the Los Angeles Angels minus 1.5 over the terrible Baltimore Orioles. All right, moving on. We did not hit this today, but this is still important information here. CLOV is on the verge of a technical breakout. Comparison to the run-up in late May, the chart is included. The daily candles look identical to May's pre-breakout, including today's red candle. The breakout price target is $9.59. The key is to push and close above that 50-day moving average. So this blue line here, if we can do that, this puppy should run. Yeah, so right now $9 is the critical battle, and it looks like luckily we're finally gaining some positive movement. If big buying volume comes in, pushing this up, then it's going to fly. So that is good news. All right, so JVG Ape with the coming through for the boys here. He broke down the short share volume data from yesterday's activity, and he's got a breakdown of the volume at specific price points here. This is going to be key to note here. So look at all those short shares at that $9 price point, and then so basically, so from $9 to $8.90, there is a huge chunk of volume coming in on the short side here. So just doing everything they can to push this thing down. And then you see we have another big chunk between 887 and 884. Yeah, it's definitely going to take a lot of volume to get this thing to pop. That is for sure. All right, here we go. One more theory from Azmat System. Almost 300,000 call options expired worthless because the powers that be ensured that CLOV closed at $7.75 on Friday, August 20th. So the prospect of a gamma squeeze that was dependent mostly on the Clover price closing over $9 or even $10 appears to have gone at least until the next triple witching hour. Unless, of course, the Clove price closes above at least $10.50 in the next few days or weeks. Don't forget, the price was kept around $8 for almost 7 weeks. Yeah, it feels like freaking forever. After the first proper update in almost 2 weeks on August 24th, when Clover briefly touched a high of $9.10, after trading as low as $7.41 on August 19th, it appears that the short sellers are determined to ensure that the Clove price doesn't rise much higher than about $9.11 anytime soon. On the positive side for Clover shareholders, there's a very large failure to deliver trades, excessive short interest, and perhaps futures contracts rollover dates might help the price. Meanwhile, the third quarter results are expected to be better than the second quarter results, and that is something to look forward to between now and November 21st. So definitely interesting stuff to think about here. That is just about going to do it for this one, guys. So as always, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel for more updates on Clover Health as well as other stocks and tokens we like. And I thank you guys so much for watching this far, and I'll see you in the next video.